All right. Welcome back, everyone. Ito na, penultimate R&R. But since unfortunately hindi natin makasama dun sa compendium, yung complete Marks and Marcos and Marxism series natin, hopefully early next week before the end of the year, kasama natin si Dr. Walden Belli at saka si Lisandro Claudio. Ito kasama natin talaga. Ito talaga El Professor, Man of the Year, Puya Kasha. Marami kasi mga nakasulat about me and the kabilang channel. Parati namin sinabi, you are the real, breakout star of the year. And Guanzon. Hindi. Sir Ron, pauwi na akong Pilipinas. Inaway ka pa rin ni Guanzon. Ano pinagsasabi niya?
Oy, ikaw naman yung binabalatan, hindi naman ako eh. Tapos na
Ay,
ako.
hindi. Yung mga banat niya sa akin, siniscreenshot ko lahat. Ay, nako. May mga gusto magpa-disbar sa kanya. Ingat siya. Yung mga
Ah,
homophobic niyang sinasabi, yung mga libelous, nako. Delikado siya dyan.
delikado. Pwede siya ma-disbar doon. No?
Oh, at kung wala nga siyang tapos madisbarba siya, di wala na, awanan. Nalpasan, game. Tapos nakita mo si Ronald, yung isang, ano ba yung, Mane Gallery or something. Sorry sila kay BBM afterwards.
mga,
Dinison si Gonzo.
mga digong yun.
Pero natakot sila. Na-cringe din kami sa kanya. Sabi ko, wala kasi nagbasa eh. Mga 20 pages yan. Mga mala chat GPT yung syntax and all. Sabi ko, alam mo tama, baka ako yung binabanata. Dinis only si Guanzon ng sarili niyang bagong plot. Yan ang mahirap sa Ronald. Buti pa tayo kahit nagbubully tayo. We don't disown each other, di ba? But, Sir Ronald, kamusta? What a year, Sir Ronald, 2025. In one word, Sir Ronald, how can you describe 2025 since itong year-ender natin?
Annus horribilis.
Parang 2016 ko pa narinig yan, Sir Ronald. Medyo isang dekada na yata tayong ganyan. Hindi na, anus eh, decadus.
Hindi, pero ito para kay BBM.
Para BBM,
Para kay BBM. Yun
Negative
po,
3,
tapos na yung taon.
negative 3
May mga
anus.
humabol pa. Yung almost reenacted budget. Yung pagtalon sa bangin daw ni Yusek Cabral. Tapos itong alleged expose ni Congressman Libiste, di ba? Tapos itong ICI, no, another resignation, no? Mag-isa na lang yung natira ron. So ang hirap magkaroon ng quorum. Mag-isa na lang siya eh. So,
Wait, Sir Ronald, puro mga di umano yung mga Alam mo ba, Sir Ronald, there's a website called Di Umano, tas purong political marites na
uh,
tayo rin yung kino-quote-quote, purong di umano. Tapos meme ng quote mo, meme ng quote ko, meme ng quote na yan. Di umano. No, Sir Ronald, we both interviewed John Vic Ramulya. Nakita mo ba yun? Diba nagjo-joke kami? Sabi ko na-outscoop ako ni Ronald, tapos binuli niya pa rin ko. Ikaw kasi nasa abroad ka parate, ginano niya ako. Ano,
uh,
so hindi ka believe doon sa sinasabi ni John Vic na kasalanan ng pulis sa tuba na parang nagkalat sila sa forensics? What is your read of that Cabral episode?
well, una, yun nga, hindi sinecure yung lugar as a scene of the crime place, di ba? So, halimbawa, yung cellphone at saka other gadgets, sinoli sa pamilya. Dapat hinawakan nila yun eh, di ba? Tapos, dapat sinecure nilang maigi yung lugar para wala makapunta. Alam mo naman mga Pilipino, o si Zero eh. Baka kung sino-sino na yung naglakad sa ebidensya ron. Kikita mo naman yung mga nandun, wala, usually pag ganyan, dapat binabalot mo sa plastic o fabric yung iyong sapatos eh. Para pag tapak mo ron, hindi masisira yung ebidensya. Hindi mo na masyadong nakita yun eh. Dito, no? So, yung mga ganun ba, na scene of the crime framework, no? Ikalawa, sana kumuha sila ng independent pathologist katulad ni Dr. Fortune para walang masabi na ito may independent na ng autopsy. Ngayon si Fortune pa yung bumabanat sa autopsy nila. 'Di ba? Yung mga ganun ba? Mga
Yan si
kwan,
Fortune, bate yung, naalala mo si yung Salvana, yung ni Digong dati na, we got this under control bago nagkalat-kalat yung COVID. Bate siya, bakit DNA test, 2 days lang, dapat 10 days yan. So all of these experts, whether legit like Fortune or yung mga DDS experts, lahat sila
ah,
nagsishade dito sa Ronald.
yes, yes. Dahil hindi naman talaga ganun usual yung kabilis yung DNA. Pati yung kay Marwan yung sa Mama Sapano, it took a lot of time bago na lumabas yung DNA na yun, no? So medyo mahabang panahon. Ayun lang yung mga ganong klaseng mga mini lapses, nagiging major lapses dahil sa context. Dahil si Yusek Cabral ito, no? At dahil doon sa napakalawak na suspicion ng mga tao sa gobyerno. So dapat knowing that, mas inayos nilang maigi. Well, in fairness kay John Vic, sinubukan naman niya na tinanggal na yung mga pulis na in charge, di ba? Sinubukan niyang madaliin yung pagsuko ng pamilya doon sa katawan dahil originally ayaw ng pamilya isuko pa-autopsy. So meron naman siyang ginawa. Ayun lang, it could have been much better. Knowing the context.
So you're convinced it was suicide, Sir Ronald. Hindi siya assisted
Well,
suicide, quote unquote.
for now, yung existing evidence ay suicide. For now. Dahil wala namang evidence proving otherwise. No? Ang meron ay conspiracy theories. No? Ang meron ay suspicions. Pero until meron ka pwedeng solid prima facie evidence, then yung dominant evidence mas mananatili at this point. Unless may sumulpot-tuloy na bago. No? Ang sinasabi ko lang,
Yun yung knock theory. Yeah.
these conspiracy theories, pwede sanang nabawasan kung yung mga lapses ay napunuan early on. No? Yun lang naman sinasabi natin. Hindi naman tayo CSI Hindi naman tayo mga forensic expert, kaya iiwan natin sa kanila.
Hindi
No?
tayo CSI and all, Sir Ronald, but just the other weekend, I was with probably one of the smartest guys ever na economist na Filipino, MIT graduate. I won't say more. Sobrang talino back in the day, siya yung nagpatakbo ng economy no. Sabi niya, yung kasamang si Llamas, ano bang background niya? Parang ang dami niyang alam. Like, believe siya sa'yo, Sir Ronald. Hindi yung, parang scammer ba? Hindi, parang ang daming alam. Ang daming alam, pati sa water, sa distillery. He was like really, talagang astounded siya. So for 30 minutes, in-explain ko yung background mo, yung may RPG ka, na meron kang manpad. Tapos, nung sigarilyo lang kayo ni Pinoy, paano kayo like, there are people sa Ronald who are like wondering, where did you come from? Like, anong planeta?
Alien.
Pati forensics, may alam ka eh.
Yung pala, tama naman lahat ng sinasabi ni Guanzon. Pangit na, drop out pa, hindi pa graduate, wala pang PhD. Oh, di ba? Ikaw ba may PhD ka?
Ako ay simpleng taong katulad mo, Sir Ronald. Yun lang, slightly less humble lang sa'yo. Slightly. Pero, pero yung sa'yo talaga, Sir Ronald, yung latitude mo daw, parang wild. Yeah. Kasi mga kasabay na Noam Chomsky, MIT di ba? Parang sabi ko, level ba ni Noam Chomsky ito si Ron? Kasi di ba si Noam Chomsky writes on anything? Tuloy ba si Epstein, na siya nag-Epstein pala siya Okay, si Ronald, kinakabahan ako.
Na-chismis pa si Chomsky na patay na.
Sir, baka may Epstein ka rin ha. Baka may Epstein ka rin. Kasi malawak masyado yung knowledge mo eh.
Wala. Meron tayo age limit.
Grabe naman. I almost said something. Sabi nga ni Leloy, ingat baka madulas. Meron tayong shirt sa Ronald. Ingat baka madulas.
Okay yung debate natin ni Leloy at saka ni Kristan.
Oo, ang ganda. Ganda ng feedback sa Ronald. Sobrang ganda ng feedback. Actually, parang medyo na-split yung audience. Yung iba believe na believe sa'yo. Yung iba believe na believe kay Kristan. Yung iba believe na believe kay Leloy. Yung iba parang believe sila sa akin na I put you guys together at dumalo kayo. Hindi believe sa sinabi ko.
Ganun ang gusto ko. Yung may konting debate. Mas maganda sana no holds barred. No? Yung mga pang Harry Roque na debate. Yung no
Paano
holds
naman
barred.
tayo mag-Harry Roque? Napakayayaman yung mga kasama natin. Sir, aminin ko. Sir, aminin mo. Pag yayamanin yung crowd, medyo iba ka. Medyo English ka, medyo social.
Medyo.
Aminin natin, Sir Ronald.
Behave ako, behave.
Hindi lang behave, sir. Social ka. Para kang Parang si Diskaya biglang naging British accent. To be honest, to be honest, my schedule. May ganun ka palang side sa Ronaldo. Nahuli ka sa...
Nagulat nga ako eh. Nagulat ako dahil Jinglish pala yun. Akala ko Tagalog lang tayo.
Tuloy na challenge si Leloy. Tapos naging intellectual. Tapos eto naman si Kristan. Di ba ako yung host? Bakit si Risha? Late ka eh. Sabi ko, late ka. Ako mag-host dito. Tapos binabanatan ako ni Kristan para lang may debate. But that was good, Sir Ronald. In fact, thank you so much. Isa yan sa mga highlights of the year at saka paggawa ng mga shorts. So don't worry, we're gonna... Pero Sir Ronald, parang I wanna see more version of that of you. Yung respectable version mo.
Mas gusto ko yung kanina na Bardagulan. Yung 4 alas. Oh.
Kaya bang partagulan, Sir Ronald?
Pati nung nag-guest ako sa inyo, kwan din ako, Bardagulan din eh.
Yun nga eh, dun sa 4 Alas Youth na inano mo na naman.
Oo. Di ba naasar sa akin yung mga kasama mo?
Asar talaga silang lahat sa'yo. I think, alam nila close tayo, beshi tayo. Kaya, oo naman, si Secretary Llamas, very formal. Tawag sa'yo Secretary Llamas. Parang basically, hindi namin siya type. Ne,
Ano?
joking aside, di umano. No, Sir Ronald, talagang, there are people na MIT graduate who are wondering, where do you get your knowledge? Kasi parang legit eh. AI ba to? Nagchat-chat GPT live ba ito? So, I'm just saying, Sir Ronald, you are a phenomenal,
Gramsci. Gramsci tayo, self-study. Di ba? Self-study.
organic intellectual.
Oo. Okay, Gramsci tayo. Educate yourself.
In fairness, Sir Ronald, and hindi yan backhanded. Like, I thought first nagjo-joke and then talagang nakita ko, paano niya alam lahat ng mga yan? Kasi alam niya eh, matalino siya. Like, but he knows too. Like, parang ganun. Ito, nagpo-postdoctoral na sa lahat ng Ivy League school, nag-MIT na. So, ibang klase ka talaga, Sir Ronald, no? Ibang klase ka talaga, Sir Ronald. Speaking of which, Sir Ronald, since si Boyeng parang hindi pa tayo nakita dahil pinanood niya yung mga kalokohan natin, parang nagpapatawa lang siya sa atin, no? Yun ang
Mas
downside
politically,
eh.
mas politically incorrect pa siya sa akin eh.
Nag-iingat na nga ako eh. Grabe yung banter niyong dalawa.
Oo nga, pinoprovoke ko lang siya na paborito siyang gupitan ni Harry Roque. Aba, nagkwalat.
Oh, yung
Nagtuloy-tuloy.
kay Harry, ex-human rights. Sabi ko, wag lang ex-human. Pero naalala ko, meron kang
I'm home. Sabi niya, I'm home. Tapos nabasa ko naman yung kay Dynasty. Sabi niya, ah, nalugmok siya. Sabi niya, that will be our mass extinction.
Sabi niya nga eh, sa asteroid. Yun yung asteroid. Pinatulan niya. Eh di, ganun na lang. Enjoy na lang natin while it lasts. Parang ganun pa siya eh.
Oo nga. At saka, nung tinamaan ko ng asteroid yung mga dinosaurs, ng mga dynasties, sumulpot yung mga mammals at nagkaroon ng tao. Di
Correct,
ba?
correct, correct,
So
correct.
kung walang asteroid, walang mass extinction event, edi walang kwan. Walang
Tayo,
humanity.
wala tayo. Exactly. So,
So, ganoon, maganda na rin yun na itrato niya yung anti-dynasty law as a mass extinction event.
mas brutal pa siya sa'yo, Sir Ronald. Yung sa'yo, ano lang eh. Ito, mass extinction talaga eh. Talagang total extinction. Nagde-Netflix yata ito. But speaking of Remulla, speaking of Boying Remulla, he's gonna soon release yung final list, no? Nung mga mataas na certainty of conviction. Nasaan sila pulong? Nasaan yung mga Duterte sa usapan? Umakit. Nagiging popular ulit si Sara. I mean, not as high, but clearly they're the political winners in a way, aren't they?
Hindi naman siya umangat. It's almost the same statistically nung previous niya survey, no, na talaga namang mas mataas ang vice president kaysa sa presidente. Ang problema, yung presidente ang bumababa, no? Yung vice president nagpa-plateau naman statistically. Pero dahil bumababa yung presidente, nagmumukha siya mataas. Di ba? Nagmumukha siya mataas. Usually, mas mataas naman talaga ang BP. Dahil hindi naman siya yung nagpapatakbo ng gobyerno. Hindi naman siya yung sinisisi sa lahat ng problema ng bansa. Oh, lalong-lalo na, Duterte siya. Nanggaling sila from a high of 90%. 94, I think. No? Doon sila nanggaling. Kaya, hindi astounding yon. Mas ang outstanding yung pagbagsak ng presidente na kung hindi siya mag-iingat, baka mag-free fall siya.
Yun nga eh. Baka
Si
the
Gloria
ground gives way.
Macapagal-Arroyo.
Oh.
Oo. Si Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo, alam ko, umabot pa hanggang -56 .
Yun medyo mahirap tapatan yan, but you never know, right? You never know. No, but
Oh,
going back to this, Sir Ronald, I mean, the reason I mentioned the Duterte is it's not like it's a question of popularity contest, because in a way, tama ka rin, natamaan din ang popularity ng mga Duterte, but because malaki din ang question mark over yung mga polong 50 billion pork barrel basically di umano, or I mean, it's not like the Dutertes are necessarily beyond reproach or beyond scrutiny. So I'm just wondering what's going on, kasi lalo
pero
mag-free
ang
fall si
problema nila,
BBM
Richard, ang
kung
problema nila, matagal na natin pinag-uusapan, is their messaging. How do they weaponize these issues? ICC, crimes against humanity, West Philippine Sea, corruption, etc. against the Dutertes. Doon sila nagfe-fail eh. Mas tayo pa nga nagfe-feel ng vacuum eh. Di ba? Yung gobyerno, siguro kaya 5 times sila nagpalit ng communications head ay dahil sablay yung messaging nila. No? Kita mo naman yung resulta ng midterm election. Usually sa midterm election, yung incumbent ang pinakamalakas. In this case, natalo sila. While the Dutertes and the Pinks won big. Di ba? No, kahit nagbabanatan din sila. Kahit binabanatan din ng Pinks na akbayan ang mga Duterte, hindi sila na-wipe out. Naabot nila yung highest sa kanilang kasaysayan. No? So, ang problema is not that inaatake ang mga Duterte. Ang problema, medyo ineffective yung atake ng mga Marcoses. Unlike yung mga Pink, for example. Hmm.
we'll go to the pinks a bit later on. I don't know kung nakita mo yung mga comments ko on Bam Aquino naman. So, daming mga... the other side naman is attacking me na naman. No? I'm just arguing like hypothetically for each candidate, but potential candidate. No, but going back to this, Sir Ronald, I mean,
Basa ko nga yung article mo tungkol sa mga sa mga
Dream
Pink.
Team. Dream
Oo.
Team. Dream Team nga. Hindi na unit team, Dream Team na ang tawag ko dyan.
Ano, ang dating sa akin, parang positive yung kwan mo ron para kay
Oo
Bam.
naman.
Hindi
Oo
naman
na,
negative.
positive nga. Kaya nga, baka magalit ka sa akin kasi positive.
Oo.
Kasi negative ka eh.
Oo. Nung binabasa ko, si Richard, bias for Bam Ganun, ganun. Nabanatan ka
Naman,
pa
Sir
palabas.
Rono, ano naman, I'm just being nice to everyone. Year-ender na nga, bati nga kay Guanton, di na ako nagpumatol kaya nagpakabait na nga.
Oo.
Unilateral ceasefire ang tawag dyan. No, but rewinding a little bit back to this, Sir Rono, like, what do you expect dun sa listahan ni Remulla? Do you think there are negotiations going on as we speak? And how dangerous it is if yung final list ay sobrang redacted bang gamitin kong term? Like,
I'm not,
purong wala yung mga big fish
I'm
doon?
not too sure. Pero medyo frustrated yung mga tao dahil inaasahan nila December 15, lalabas na talaga yung mga i-charge. Paano naglabas na si Vince Dizon na 87 yung dapat kasuhan. Pero nitong December 15, wala pa rin lumalabas. Tapos sabi nila before Christmas may mga makukulong na mga big fish. At least mga senador. Pero lumipas na yung Pasko, papasok na ng New Year, wala pa rin. No, wala pa rin. Well, may several days pa naman before the New Year. Baka sakaling may habol, no? Pero yun, hindi ko alam what's happening, no? Baka over the holidays ay hindi naayos pa nila, baka ini-strengthen pa nila yung mga kaso. Pero halimbawa yan, isa pa lang talaga na medyo kilala, yung nakulong, si Sara Diskaya,
Pero
di ba?
small fish daw siya. Small fish ba or small whale?
Well, siguro small piranha fish. Ano yung piranha, hindi naman ganun kalaki, no? Pero deadly, no? Kaya malamang ganun, piranha fish siya.
So kung
Small,
pirana siya ni asawa niya na humingi ng Christmas break, humingi ba sila Christmas break siya mga Bulacan boys, ibang klase itong mga to.
oo nga, oo. For low, humingi ng Christmas for low. Di ba? Oo. Believe ka, di ba? Oo.
Parang talo ka pa
Mukha
Sir
eh.
Ronald, yung sense of
Kapal na mukha
entitlement.
eh, no? Kaya nagalit si Senator Ping Lacson eh. Speaking about Senator Ping Lacson, medyo nagalit din siya sa Malacanang. Bakit daw itong Cabral Files, bigla nilang sasabihin na tawag dito, rumors. Bakit naman daw ganun ka-defensive? Bakit hindi na lang daw sabihin, iimbestigahan namin yan.
Yeah, exactly.
Lang,
And don't
parang
close the case
i-wave aside lang
prematurely.
na, oh, lahat yan ay rumors. No, yun. Nagalit.
Yun nga
Oo.
medyo, yeah, it doesn't reflect well also on those who are sympathetic at least to the opening of the corruption investigation. So basically, patay ng ICI, no? Like as we see, dead ng ICI. So it's all up
Hindi,
to
buhay pa.
ombudsman.
Buhay pa. Meron pang naiwan na may quorum, no?
One man quorum.
One man quorum, no? Tapos
Ikaw yun, Sir Ronald, one man
tapos
quorum.
siya rin yung magse-second nung quorum, no? At oo. At ayun, ilalabas niya uli yung kanyang placard na what the world needs
His
now is
need is quorum. One man
oo,
quorum.
oo,
Centralized democracy ang tawag dyan, Sir Ronald. Centralized.
oo, oo.
Comrade Stalin, Comrade Lenin, agree. Let's go.
Oo,
It's
oo.
approved
Ano,
democratic.
oo.
Pero wala yata pang sweldo mga yan. 1 month baka wala rin sahod yan.
Oo, pero may pondo na sila eh. Pero nung dumating yung pondo, mag-isa na lang yung sasahuran. So,
Actually makes sense kung ganun lang po.
so ano yun? Bibigyan mo yung sarili mo ng 30th month pay. Oh.
Ay, 14th na yan kasi nawala na naman yung isang member.
Oo.
Pero ganun ba sa kabineta nyo nung nasa
Yung
kabinet?
dalawang nawala, nadagdag na sa kanya. So meron siyang 13th, 14th, at saka 15th. No?
Ayun. Yun. All
Suggestion lang naman.
love talaga. Love, love, love. Ganun ba yung
Oo.
kabineta nyo, Sir Ronald, pag may nagre-resign pupunta sa...
Naman, we were not that great, no? But we weren't that terrible.
That's a good self-reflection barometer.
Oo.
So, yun ang gusto ko sa'yo, Sir Ronald. Wala kang pretensions to greatness. You just, you just think, No, no, but, um, what is the expectation of the final list? And are we coming days na, di ba? Within a week siguro, meron na tayong ideas. I mean, hindi naabutan yung December 15, but probably early January, we should have some sort of a list, no?
Yes, sana bago mag-EDSA celebration sa February, meron naman silang ma-deliver na mga promisa nila. Or else, yung nationwide protest sa February on the anniversary of EDSA, makakakita na naman tayo ng ng sobrang outrage dito sa nangyayari. Siguro baka akala nila like yung mga ibang mga explosions of outrage, itong outrage na ito, merong expiry date. No? Pero I doubt kung magkakaroon to ng expiry date na ito ay eventually mag-tone down, eventually mawawala. I doubt it, especially sa panahon ng social media. Dahil lagi mo nakikita itong corruption. Lagi mo nakikita yung hundreds of millions, even billions of money on top of a billiard table. Lagi mong maaalala yung mga dejelo of this world namatay sa leptospirosis looking for his father na ikinulong ng pulis dahil sa Cara y Cruz. So ito, very graphic yan. Hindi yan mawawala. It will always remind people of the contradictions between massive corruption and massive poverty. No? And massive
Greed.
oo. No? So, yan yung makikita nila. Hindi yan mawawala. No?
Yeah, so, I mean, so realistically, sino bang mga expect na? Do you think there'll be a couple of senators there in the final list? Or they can afford not to have a couple of senators at least they're considering the level of expose and taas kilay question marks raised
At
with
the very least,
questions and all this.
sana mga 3 man lang senador. At the very least, yung iba pwedeng susunod na. More to come. Dahil ang daming kinanta ni Bernardo eh. No, ang dami niyang kinanta. Ilan ba 'yon? Mga 8 senators yung kanyang ikinanta, no? For now, no? For now, no? In the absence of other evidence, yun yung medyo malinaw, 8, no? 8, including 3 former senators. Isang cabinet secretary, di ba? Isang dalawa na ex-senators, na isa natalo, yung isa ay tapos na yung term, tapos at least 5 to 6 active senators. Dramatic yan kung makakasunog yung...
Yeah. Daming cardboard yan.
Oo. No? Kaya tapos mga cabinet secretaries, baka hindi lang si Bonoan. Dahil may several din cabinet secretaries yung na-link dito. Di ba? Si Bonoan nasa abroad, like Saldico. Dapat babalik yun this December. Hindi pa bumabalik. No?
Kasi Bersamin, yung dating budget secretary, I mean, they know a lot. I mean, it's not only like, they know
Yes.
the budget, they know all the inner working.
Pero feeling ko maingat sila kay Bersamin. because Bersamin can
He
burn
knows
the
a lot.
house.
He knows too much.
Oo, together with Pangandaman, baka magdalawa tatlong isip sila dun sa dalawa, 'di ba? Pero Bonoan, wala silang magagawa. All the evidence nandun. All the evidence nandun. Ang pwedeng tamaan dito kay Bersamin, yung kanyang yung kanyang grand nephew. Tapos dito kay Pangandaman, ang pwedeng tamaan yung kanyang BFF, si Undersecretary Traigib ng DepEd. Yan yung mga clearly merong resibo na binanggit si Yusek Bernardo. Di ba? Kaya as for now, by association, si Executive Secretary Bersamin at saka si Secretary Pangandaman. Pero as they dig further, tingin ko marami pa silang mahahanap.
I mean, yun nga, it's the direction. The more this goes inward or among his allies, the more it damages him. Or baka mamaya mag-defect yung mga, ma-impeach pa si BBM. So inevitably, he has to redirect this back at the Dutertes who also have a lot of question marks over them. Lahat ng mga Diskaya projects during Digong's time, all of these pork barrel funds that they enjoyed during Digong's time and beyond. I mean, isn't it realistically the best way for BBM to really prevent an implosion, to put it mildly, is to redirect this investigation against his bete noir?
Well, yes and no. Yes and no. Dahil marami naman doon sa makakasuhan ng mga senador, kaalyado ng mga Duterte. Di ba? So kailangan may mga senador na makasuhan
Proxies.
ng Macron. Yung mga kongresista, ang mga kaalyado niya. No? Yun yung mga kaalyado niya. Kaya hindi ko alam kung hanggang saan aabot yung mga kakasuhan sa Congress. Well, yung sa cabinet, at least mga undersecretaries at isang cabinet secretary. So kung magagawa niya yan, no, mga 3 senators, 10 congressmen,
15
tapos
congressmen, yeah.
1 cabinet secretary, several undersecretaries, tingin ko for a while, ma-appease yung
It
tao.
gives him some breathing space, right?
Oo, oo. Pero kung hindi niya gagawin yan, kahit i-redirect niya yung atake sa mga Duterte, that won't be enough. Talaga namang dapat kasuhan ng mga Duterte.
Yun nga, that's what I'm saying. Obviously, sasabihin ng mga Duterte, ano yan, political persecution and all.
Kung sila lang.
But the point is, there are big question marks. Kaya nga dapat na-impeach si Sara, na-impeachment trial pala. Na-impeach na pala siya. Na-impeachment trial si Sara.
Yes. Halimbawa, itong hypocrisy nila, nabanat sila ng banat dito sa Cabral Files. Kasama sila sa Cabral Files eh. Di ba? Ano yun? Selective?
Bernardo said, di ba, Cabral was like really the one in charge of clearing the procurements and projects and all under Digong's administration.
Yes, yes. Pwede siya. More than 10 years na undersecretary for planning, no? Very crucial 'yun. Alam niya kung saan napunta itong mga proyektong ito, especially itong mga flood control. Alam niya kung nasaan itong mga ghost at saka substandard, no? At alam niya na itong mga paggawa ng NEP na siya mismo ang humihingi ng proposals galing sa mga politicians. Na inamin mismo ni Senator Ping Lacson at Senate President Tito Soto na sila mismo hiningaan ng 500 million in projects para ipasok habang ginagawa pa lang yung NEP. No? Kaya nga sayang, pumanaw kaagad si Yusek Cabral. Dahil ang alam ko, kakasuhan na talaga siya, no? Ng ombudsman bago siya pumanaw. Tingin ko baka isa 'yun sa dahilan doon sa kanya.
Preemptive na lang, suicide para lang ano. Hindi
Mhm.
kaya na-threaten yung family niya, kaya nag-ano na. I mean, we don't know which side, di ba? Kasi 10 years na siya eh. So, many are interested in her demise eh, di ba? Yun ang problema eh.
Yes, sabi nga ni John Vic, at least 20 billion yung kanyang kinita diyan sa mga deals na 'yan. At least.
Grabe.
Oo, dahil ang hinawakan niya mga proyekto ay kwan more than 600 billion. 600 billion yung kanyang hinawakan.
So she went to the Mayor Magalong's position is dumaan siya dun sa mga basically gold mines of corruption na she oversaw. So parang guilt trip, ginil trip niya yung sarili niya, parang ganun ba yan? Parang retracing the journey of parang, ang tawag doon, parang retracing the journey of moral decay, parang ganun.
Yes, sinasabi kasi ng iba, uy, matino naman siya before. tapos nakurap lang siya ng system. Di ba? Yun ang sinasabi nila. Kaya nga, it reminds me of Harry Roque.
Yeah, but this one took bago siya nagligaya, pati mga these guys, di ba? Small time sila for a while. Ito si Harry, ano pa lang, talon na kagad, happy na kagad, supra level agad.
Uh,
Harry's was quite a swift journey to success. Wasn't it, Sir
yes.
Ronald?
Oh, quick burn. Quick
Quick.
burn. No?
Gusto ko sana sabihin Icarus, but I cannot imagine him as a Greek figure. Parang,
Oo.
parang
Kasi
hindi siya
Carlos naman,
Icarus.
meron naman siyang level of innocence. Oo. Eh, nung simula pa lang si Harry, epal na eh. Di ba? Yung
Epal
pag-epal
is
niya,
life. Epal is
uh,
life.
talks a lot about the person. Mm.
Nasaan ba si Ari? Austria?
Austria. Mm.
Ay,
Oo.
social. Para, ano may movie sa Ronald, yung Ethan Hawke at saka ano, yung Before Sunrise, yung gano'n, yung
Oo.
lovers sila in the train.
Oo.
In love.
Oo.
Alam mo yun sa Ronald, tapos sa Vienna
Oo.
sila. Baka
Oo.
naman, baka naman.
Before sunset.
Oh, parang Before Sunrise, Before Sunset. Tatlo yun
Oh,
eh. Trilogy
yun.
yan eh.
Oo.
Third part
Oo.
is in Greece. Oh, di ba, Sir Ronald?
Tatlo yun
Paris
eh.
yung second. Yung second is in Paris. First is in
Oo.
Vienna. Oh, Sir Ronald, talo kita dyan. Mas romantic ako sa'yo, Sir Ronald.
Eh, totoo naman. Oo. Ako, hindi ako romantic eh.
Hindi ka romantic eh. Sabi nga ni Kwanzan, walang papadol sa'yo na.
Kaya nga, kawawa naman ako, no?
Tuloy, ang dami nag-comment sa baba. Hindi, papatol kami kay Sir Ronald. Parang, please don't post it on my, ano, not on my page. Like, no, I'm not interested in your desirous reflections. Mga,
Oo.
ano mga erotic, ano mga Sir Ronald, erotica eh. Naging erotica yung comment section ko.
Oo.
Ano ba yan? How do you feel about this, Sir Ronald? Naging ano ka? Parang ikaw nag-replace kay Richard Gomez as the sex symbol of the... Nakita
Pero
mo yun?
ang kaibahan ko kay Richard Gomez, wala naman ako mga alleged ghost project at saka alleged
Yun.
substandard project. At
Akala
saka
ko,
hindi ako matok.
di ba no? At hindi, yeah, exactly. Ikaw sa
Hindi ako
harap mo
matok.
susuntukin, hindi from sa likod, di ba? Yun ang sasabi ko.
Oo. Hindi ako lang mabatok, no?
Nakita mo yung
Ah,
nagbabatok
I
yung
don't stab anybody in the back. I stab
yun.
him in
In
front.
the front, exactly. Yun ang maganda sa isa. Kaya nga ako binubuli mo harap-harapan sa Ronald eh.
Oh, hindi
Nakita mo
lang
yung
naman yun. Hindi naman bully yun. Ikaw naman. Masyado ka naman sensitive. Masyado ka naman sensitive.
ako pa, parang ginaslight mo pa ako for, grabe ka talaga. Victim blamer ka pa. In fairness sa Ronald, oh, hindi ka nagbabatok. Nakita mo yung dalawang top batok tapos may meme siya at saka si Wang Og ba yan? Yung ano,
Oo. Oo.
Sir, Sir Ronald, pumunta ka ba? Magpapatato ka ba sa kanya? Nakita mo yung picture ni Leviste? Yung
Oo. Ilang taon na ba yun?
natuwa
Parang,
siya.
parang she's over 100 years old na.
Parang ano daw eh, may question mark. Baka daw hindi. Baka 60, 70 lang yun. Kunyari lang. Kasi mahirap i-establish daw yung ano niya eh. She's fresh.
Walang,
I mean,
walang
I'm proud of
records.
her. As a Cordillera, I'm proud of her. Like, God bless her. It's just that,
Pero tatagal ang buhay mo raw with the fresh
lalong
air,
pa.
fresh food, the fresh vegetables, di ba? Oh.
Exact,
Oo.
sir. At lalo kung nag-ano ka, nang babato. Pupunta ka ba sa Ronald? Parang
Ah?
makita ko yung mansanas mo ay
Papalagay ako ng tattoo naman sana, di ba?
Pagka nakikita naman sa ilaway-lawain niya tapos ikaganon-ganon niya.
Pero pag magpatattoo ko naman sanas, lalagyan ko ng lalagyan ko ng snake, lalagyan ko ng ulupong na nag-o-offer ng mansanas.
Ayun,
Kay
sir. Yan ang gusto ko sa'yo, Sir Ronald. Eh. Parang may mythical, ano na, fallen man, the fallen man. Sir speaking of Leviste, let's talk about Leviste Jr. Ano ba daw? May nagsabi, battle ba ito ng XDDS? Si Dizon versus Leviste. Ano ba nangyari? Nag-away na sila ngayon.
Well, hindi naman binanatan directly ni Congressman Libiste si Vince. Ang sabi lang niya, ilalabas daw niya with the permission of Secretary Vince. Si Vince naman, ang sabi niya, never siya nag-authorize o nag-authenticate ng any document na ibinigay kahit kanino. Yung lahat ng documents na meron ng DPWH, ibinigay nila kay Ombudsman Remulla. Yun ang kanyang sagot. Indirect yung kanyang pitik kay Kong Lebiste, no? So, hindi naman talaga sila nagbakbakan. Mas na nagbakbakan si Congressman Ridon at saka si Lebiste, 'di ba? And others, no? Yun yung mas direct. Ngayon, whether totoo o hindi yung hawak ni Congressman Libiste, ang sinasabi lang ni Sec. Vince Dizon, hindi yon authenticated. No, yun ang sinasabi niya. Ah,
What is this Levista guy up to? Parang lahat may insertion, ay biglang naalala yung nanay niya pala sa pero yung sa nanay ko ay ganito, ganito. Parati siya may biglang he throws something and then bilang, wait. Rewind, rewind, rewind. Ito pala, ito pala. Tsaka hindi siya ata marunong mag-Filipino. No? I mean, alam ko konyotik yung Tagalog, but parang
marunong,
hirap siya
marunong.
mag-Tagalog,
Marunong
no?
siya. Marunong siya. I've met him eh.
Medyo
Marunong.
nagsistruggle siya eh. Minsan parang nakikita mo parang ko sabihin sa Tagalog, ito parang
I-guess mo nga rito sa deep dive. Ah.
baka iiyak siya sa Ronald, nakita mo may
Sigurado ko,
drama-drama pa siya.
sigurado ko hindi ka ibubuli nun.
Ay, mabait yun. Hindi, mabait na bata. In fairness naman. In fairness. Hindi, ano yun eh, debating coach niya, si Falsis. Kaya sabi
Talaga.
ko, bakit mabait siya? Naging coach
Oo.
siya si Falsis, pero mabait pa rin siyang tao. So, yun ang
Oo.
question.
Si Francis yung kanyang coach.
O, sa debating coach. O, nag-Yale
Saan?
yan dati. Si Falsis, magaling na debater yan. Kaya hindi ko alam ba't hinahamon nung isa. Parang, parang Sir Ronald, parang imagine mo yung time na may manpad ka, may nag-aamon sa'yo ng makipagsuntukan. Parang gusto mong mamatay, gusto mong ma-mass extinction yung lahi mo. Parang ganun yun eh. Eh, debating coach yan si Falsis eh. Tapos hahamunin mo magdebata, yan tuloy. Mamanpad yung mga yan. Now, Sir Ronald, let's go to our friends, no? Kasi maraming galit sa'yo dahil binabash mo daw yung isang friend na. No. Honestly, let's go. Where are we in terms of the state of play? Kasi ang understand ko, Sir Ronald, behind the scenes, there's already understanding that tama ka. Ang tama, I mean, we have been saying this. Talagang isa lang pwedeng lumaban kay Sarah. This has to go down to one-on-one. If it
Yeah.
gets split, wala. I think even John Vic, when he was, he didn't deny that he may harbor some ambition, but even siya, aminado siya. I don't know if he should be the most competitive, best compelling candidate. So how do you do this? Because it cannot be just a pink candidate. Ano, mag-hybrid yan, magkakaroon ng Villarroyo. I mean, what kind of realistic permutations can we see? And to be honest, Sir Ronald, I know your feelings about certain candidates and all, but in terms of competitiveness, you can make a strong case for Riza, you can make a strong case for Len, you can also make a very strong case for Bam or and even Kiko, right?
Yes. Una ay pwede nyo maging process dahil wala pa namang standard bearer yung other non-Duterte camps. Baka pwedeng at this point, baka some are saying na baka ngayon yung mas ideal na mag-usap dahil hindi pa nagso-solidify around the candidate, no? So baka pwedeng simulan yung pag-uusap, no, kahit informally. Yung iba naman ang sinasabi, mag-consolidate muna. Mag-consolidate yung Tulfo, mag-consolidate yung admin, mag-consolidate yung pink, and then pag nakapag-consolidate sila for a clear leader, tsaka magsimula yung negotiations, no? Yung iba naman ang sinasabi, wala nang kwan. Wala nang negotiations. Tignan na lang kung sino yung pinakamataas sa survey against
Surveys, yeah.
Sarah, tapos everybody rallies around him or her. No? Yan yung sinasabi. Meron din fourth option. Meron din fourth option. Ito yung baka may sumulpot na hindi kasama doon sa usual suspects. Baka may sumulpot na dark horse or black swan na hindi kasama sa configuration this early. Baka next year or a year from now ay sumulpot yan. Pwedeng siya ay nandiyan na, pwedeng siya ay kilala na, pero hindi pa siya lumalantad as a possible contender. Dahil bago yung complexion kasi ngayon ng ating landscape. By 2028, 61% ng mga botante will be young people, no? 40 years below. So, yan yung bagong element diyan. Tapos meron kang massive nationwide anti-corruption outrage, no? From all sides. So, sinong leader ang makakasakay diyan? For lack of a better example, Amiriam. Amiriam na ang message lang ay anti-corruption at saka ang base lang ay basically kabataan, no? Wala pang social media noon, ha? Wala pang social media, wala siyang partido, wala siyang name recall, wala siyang resources,
Basically,
wala,
she was the analog disruptor. Parang
'di ba?
analog
Pero
age
naging disrupt.
disruptor. Yeah.
So yun yung fourth na possibility. So, I think all of these four have to be resolved sooner or later next year, not in 2027. No? Not in 2027.
Too late
Kaya
na.
magiging early yung resolution ng isang unified candidate going into 2028. Pag sinabi ko unified, hindi ibig sabihin na may coalition or may united front. Pwedeng, wala kaming kandidato, o di kayo na. We can support you indirectly by attacking our primary enemy. Anong tawag diyan? Ni Lenin? The direction of the main blow. No? Pwedeng ganun yung pagtingin ng iba without forming a coalition. Dahil ang hirap mag-form ng coalition dahil may mga wounds ang isa't isa.
Oh, yeah.
Merong wounds ang Pink, may wounds ang
Formal coalition is impossible. But having said that, Sir, I mean, let's think about a fifth possibility, a bit wild. Like BAM and BBM coming together and saying they're willing to put aside for the moment their historical family issues, blah blah blah, for the sake of saving the country from another Duterte catastrophe. Wouldn't that be kind of a potentially transformative moment? And
Well,
then
that is a possibility. Ang problema lang dyan ay siyempre yung apelyido ng isa Aquino, yung apelyido ng isa Marcos. No, yun yung una. Ikalawa, kailangan nilang i-process sa base nila yan. Baka sila madali nilang ma-realize yung political ramifications no, of joining or not joining. Pero yung base, hindi kaagad yun mahahatap. Di ba? Dahil nga very
but given the
important.
existential threat here, the base will
Yes,
have no
the
choice,
leaders
right?
will
Yun ang basa
realize
ko eh.
Yes, the real leaders will realize that first. The base, not necessarily. Di ba? Not necessarily. Dahil iba-iba naman yung levels ng politicalization. The political leadership may realize that the soonest. But the base will take time. No? The
Shouldn't
base will.
that be the drumbeat from early as now? Na, I mean, in a way, it's already that, diba? That it could be just one, hindi pwede ma-split. So the next question is, are we looking at kind of a grand alliance na not necessarily ideal? Maybe the VP comes from the admin and then the president comes from the pinks, parang ganon?
Baka
Or
hindi grand
reverse.
alliance. Baka an informal arrangement.
So Villarroyo style.
Ibig sabihin, walang formality. Para hindi buhatin ng isa't isa yung burden ng mga away nila in the past. No? Basta ang lang nila a common enemy. A common enemy. At saka isa lang ang kandidato. No? Yun yung mga minimums. A common enemy at saka isa lang ang kandidato. The arrangement may be informal rather than formal. No? Yun yung
Kaya
mga
nga, so ano, dummy yung presidential candidate ng isang side? And then they're really supporting
Hindi. Isa lang ang kandidato. The other side may agree to support without being
Hmm.
part of a grand coalition. Yun ang sinasabi ko. No? Dahil
Because I don't see the Pinks not running a candidate. I mean, it's going to be either Lenny, Bam, Risa, whatever. So it's a
yeah.
question of will BBM feel safe not to have even a presidential candidate at all, or maybe push. I mean, you can see Torre as a VP could still
Yes. Well,
square the circle, right? Torre as the joint
Richard,
candidate.
kailangan pa rin tignan dyan yung surveys. Halimbawa, kung sobrang baba yung Pink, na tingin ko hindi naman mangyayari. Pero just in case, hypothetically, sobrang baba. No? At alam nila, their own political as well as physical mortality ay nakatali doon sa defeating the Dutertes in 2028. Tingin ko, open sila sa iba't ibang possibilities. No? So long na hindi katulad ni Sara yung susuportahan.
You think a John Vic Remulla would be palatable to the Pinks if by some reason the survey show is actually quite competitive and then the machine and
Well,
everything?
anything is possible. It could be Remulla, it could be
Torre.
Torre, it could be Dizon, no? It could be someone else na hindi pa pinag-uusapan ngayon, di ba? So, makikita natin. We have to arrive at a decision, no? Middle of next year.
I'm just having a hard time seeing. I'm not seeing Bam pushing for this considering nag number 2 siya. or not Lenny not being pushed to either run or endorse Bam. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I really see it going in that direction eh. Na
Oo, wag
either
mong
Lenny will
kalimutan.
make the move or Lenny will endorse Bam. Parang ganun na nakikita ko. I'll be honest, I'm just brutally honest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Deep
yeah.
reflection ako eh. Like, I just this real talk. That's really the most
Distinction.
likely
Yeah,
scenario I see.
yeah, yeah. Yun yung for now, yun yung probability. Pero alam mo, lahat ng nag-top sa Senate, they lost for something higher. Wala pa ako nakita na nag-top sa Senate na nanalo. From Salonga, no? To sino ba nag-top? To Loren,
Si
no? To
Marojas,
to
Marojas,
Marcos, no?
Robin Padilla, baka may chance pa siya maging president.
So hindi
Bong
measurement yung
Revilla.
tapos ka sa sa Senate ha na ikaw ay
Si Arroyo, di ba nag-top siya ng Senate race? Hindi ba top parang top si Senate? Si
well,
Arroyo.
iba yung kay Arroyo eh,
Although, yeah. O iba yung circumstances.
incumbent president din. At saka nagkaroon ng massive cheating noon. 'Di ba? Yung Garci tapes, etc. So medyo iba, naiiba 'yon. He was an incumbent when he ran for president.
Baka madulas ako. Anyways, I'll keep it at that. No, I mean, sir, without spilling beans, where are we as far as yung mga behind the scenes, let's say, smoothing of the ground is concerned? Kasi ang ayoko makita is mag-away-away ng tao dun sa one candidate na eventually lilitaw for the, basically, save us from Duterte's candidate.
Well, for now, halimbawa, yung mga Tulfo, parang wala naman silang i-field. No? For now. At least pagkausap ko si Rafi Tulfo, sabi niya. Tapos, yung mga Pink ay nagsisimula na mag-usap-usap. No? Among themselves. Dahil yun ang basic eh. Mag-usap-usap muna sila. Yung mga Marcos, tingin ko may nagfo-float sila. Pero wala pang empirical data to support that eh. No? For now, ang nagfo-float pa lang ng sarili ay si John Vic. No? Yung pa lang ang nagfo-float. So,
Hindi naman nag-float ng sarili. Nung pina-float siya, he didn't resist.
okay, I stand corrected.
Para na yung hindi ako naglandi sa kanin. Nung naglandi siya, hindi ako nag-resist. Parang gano'n. Alam mo yung mga gano'n, sir. Wait lang, baka mag-last na naman tayo. Anyway, fast forward to the last part of this conversation. Sir, since you will not be able to join our very high-minded intellectual conversation later on.
Ayun yung baguhin yung araw eh.
Ayun. Hindi.
Uh,
Let's do one more early January na lang, Sir Ronald. Pagbalik mo na lang.
29 sana, okay eh. Pero sabi nyo, 30 eh. Meron lang pala eh. Meron lang plan.
Pwede ka pala ng... Oh, din kasalanan ko. That's my fault. Sorry, Sir Ronald. That's my... But then let's try one more January, early January before Alice si Leloy.
Yeah,
Oh, let's
tayo hindi nakasabay kay Kwan eh. Kay Walden eh. Kaya...
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, doesn't Kawalden have some valid concern na baka we're so worried about the return of Duterte's that we're giving too much pass to BBM, or we may end up giving too much pass for BBM, or we may end up babysitting BBM, basically.
We're not giving BBM a pass. Katulad ngayon, this past 2 days, puro banat ko sa kanya. And also in the past. Ang sinasabi lang natin, no, don't throw the baby with the bathwater. Iba yon, no? Iba yon, no? Ang sinasabi lang natin, ayaw natin ng military junta or Asara installation. Ngayon, may mga iba dyan na may illusion, they can fill the vacuum. Iwan ko na sila doon sa ganung illusion.
I think that settles that point. Okay, now, in a very Gramscian way, Sir Ronald, what is the balance of forces at ano yung mga interventions, mass movements, or mobilizations ang kailangan to create a new equation here? Kasi, yes, there's a 2020 race. Yes, there's an anti-dynasty bill. There's all of these things. Pero at the end of the day, di ba, Sir Ronald, the political system is a reflection of the balance of power, di ba? Of what whoever is the dominant force, they determine how is the constitution interpreted, how is the law executed, who gets what, how much of what. So, where do you see, if you zoom out a little bit, Sir Ron, for more, let's put aside the names, let's put aside the timeline and all of that. Anong juncture tayo sa Philippine political history, Sir Ronald, as someone who has been following this very, very thoroughly for at least half a century?
Well, yes and no. Because balance of forces is it's a concept of modernity. No, balance of forces, no? Alam natin kung ano ibig sabihin ng forces na yan. machinery, no, propaganda, resources, no, positions of power, no. Yan yung war of motion eh. Yan yung Gramscian war of motion, no. Pero in a postmodern world, no, in postmodernity, balance of forces may mga pagbabago. Like social media, disruption ay hindi in the past bahagi ng modern concept ng balance of forces. No, hindi siya masyadong
Postmodern na to, postmodern.
Ngayon sa postmodernity, that can alter the balance of forces, no? Kumbaga, overnight biglang merong disruptor na nakuha yung Gen Z at saka millennials, no? At na-divide yung mga traditional balance of forces. Then you have a run for your money, di ba? Yun ang sinasabi ko. Kaya sabi ko yes and no. May element pa rin talaga ng the modern classification ng balance of forces, no? Mga minimum siya. Pero in the age of disruption, in the age of simulacra, in the age of social media,
Performativity, yeah.
things can change overnight. No? Yun ang sinasabi ko.
So what
Kaya
you're
yung
saying is that there's an
interpret ng
inherent
dalawa,
fragility in the system that
yes, ayun na.
whereby even if yung balance of forces are not on your side, you can
Oo.
like suddenly create a kind of a black hole and then like suddenly
Yes,
rejig the
yes.
whole
Oo.
thing. I see what
Oo.
you're saying.
Oo. Yun ang sinasabi ko. Na, of course, hindi pa yan tested. Lalo na sa Philippine conjuncture.
No, but
But
wasn't Duterte that? I mean,
indicative.
honestly, wasn't Duterte, I mean, your former colleague, is it Ochoa? Keeps on talking about disruptor, but wasn't Digong that disruptor in 2015, 2016? We already had that.
Digong is a disruptor. No? Si Miriam is a disruptor na hindi pa panahon ng social media. No? In a way, Pinoy was a disruptor with the death of his mother at yung kanyang kung walang corrupt, walang mahirap. So you have several disruptors. Iba-iba yung moment, pero yung kanilang essence of being a disruptor, pwedeng maiba naman at this point. Disruptor pa rin in an age of simulacra and social media and artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, no? Kaya that combination, hindi pa natin sigurado eh. Yung interplay niya with the traditional balance of forces. Magkakaroon siya ng interplay. Hindi na pwedeng balance of forces lang. Hindi natin sigurado itong bagong post-modernity disruption hanggang saan yung kaya niyang gawin. Perhaps the answer is somewhere in between. Yung complementation ng dalawa. By the way, for the first time, meron na akong ChatGPT. First time. Oh, gamit ko ang ChatGPT for the first time last Christmas.
Welcome to the 21st.
Oh, in-install ni Randy David. No? Tapos
Aba nahulaan ka pa ni Randy?
in-explain niya at saka si Cara David. Tapos in-explain nila ano yung limits at saka possibilities ng ChatGPT.
Kasama ba dyan sa limits yung rankings na nandun si Hey Darren kabilang channel at wala ka or yung...
Ngayon lang, no? Tuwan-tuwa ako. No? So, ang dami kong pan eh.
Now you see. Now you see.
Nagtatanong ako, tinanong ko, no? Anong anong kaibahan ni Kautsky at saka ni Bernstein? No?
Magaling siya.
Anong kaibahan ni Rosa Luxemburg at saka ni Trotsky?
Magaling siya.
Yan yung mga una kong tanong eh dito sa ChatGPT.
Ano, matinding sagot?
Nagpa-deep search din ako. Hinanap ko yung kwan. Nasaan na yung aking mga ex?
Ayun ang problema. Ibang
Pwede pala yun.
chat yata nun sa Ronald, hindi
Pwede
GPT
pala yun.
yan.
Pwede pala mag-deep search dyan. No? Sabi ko ba?
Si yatang kailangan mo yung Chinese version ng ChatGPT.
So, ganun pala. Hanggang doon pala ako. Ideological pa lang. May mga nabasa kong libro no college.
Yeah.
Binabalikan ko. Oo, si Michelle Raptis, yung advisor ni Allende.
Yeah.
Yun, no? Kaya natutuwa ako eh. No? Nababalikan ko yung mga dati kong mga
liberation theology, yung mga ganun, yeah.
Yeah. Tuwan-tuwa ako.
To end on this note, I mean...
Sabi ni Randy, ako na lang daw hindi pa gumagamit ng ChatGPT.
Maybe that's your secret sauce, Ronald. Bakit?
Tapos pinapaliwanag niya, marami pa lang mga columnist ngayon ang ginagamit ChatGPT to write their
parang obvious kasi yung ano. I said, you can tell ChatGPT, can you write like me? Kaya niya 70-80%. Pero sasabihin pa rin niya, may limitation. Ask ChatGPT, can you copy Ronald Llamas style of writing, it will give you an honest answer. In fairness, honest siya.
Ang sasagot niya, Ronald Llamas has no style.
Yung mga ganon. Like, Ronald Llamas, he has yet to meet the summit of his potential, as our favorite Justice Ascuna would say. He has not yet met the summit of his talent and all that. But to end on this note, Sir Ronald, going back to our idol Gramsci, I mean, he didn't use the word Lebenswelt, so yung life world, yung Husserlian, but he had a version of like yung folklore, yung parang yung at the end of the day, to to change the system, dapat relatable ka sa masa, relatable ka dun sa common sense ng mga voters, di ba? That was very, very important for Gramsci. Kaya he worked with the Catholic Church, kaya he was willing to work with comedians, with culturatis, with all sorts of different people. Hindi pwede hanggang columns lang or podcast lang or R&R lang. Like, you really have to go there, quote-unquote, baduy ka, do all of those things. Sir,
Oh, yeah.
how are we doing there
Mahalaga kay
as
Gramsci ang
progressives?
kwan eh. Mahalaga kay Gramsci ang demagogy eh. 'Di ba? Mahalaga sa kanya eh. 'Di ba? Yung education in all its forms. Mahalaga sa kanya ang culture. Yan, constant yan kahit sa panahon ng modernity. No? Pwedeng iba yung kanyang manifestations, 'di ba? Pwedeng iba yung kanyang representations, pero it's still cultural, no? And mythology is part of culture, folklore, 'di ba? Nung lumalaki ako, yan ang kinikwento sa akin ng tiyuhin ko eh. No, yung mga tikbalang, yung mga aswang, no, yan. Alam mo naman, may kwan yan eh. These are representations of reality eh. 'Di ba? Pero naniniwala diyan ng tao, no? Naniniwala diyan ng
It's a
tao. At
intersubjective reality. Yeah.
yes, kaya nga sa politika, meron pa rin siyang importance eh. 'Di ba? Pag tinawag mo yung kalaban mo na demonyo, may tama 'yun eh. Pag tinawag mo yung kalaban mo na tambaluslos, para sa isang section ng Visayas, may tama 'yun eh. 'Di ba? So, kahit postmodern na yung ating mundo, culture, no, ay nananatili. Mythology remains, even with different representations.
I mean, going back again, I mean, these are also heirs of Gramsci. So Adorno would talk about logos versus mythos, right? I mean, logos
Yes.
is really the realm of reason, words, logic, numbers, analytics. But mythos,
Yeah.
storytelling, narrative, di ba?
Mhm.
Almost magical thinking or magical realism. It matters, especially in our culture, no? As a kind of a Iberian, Asian, Malayan people, di ba? Mythos is important. How do we
Yeah.
create that mythos? I mean, your former principal, the late President Aquino, he had a very strong sense of mythos as much as he would do the logos, right? Kaya nga benta
Hmm.
siya sa World Economic Forum, pero benta rin siya sa masa. How can we recreate that, Sir Ronald, ahead of
Well, kaya nga
2028?
pala malalim sa atin ang millenarist culture eh. 'Di ba? Malalim sa atin. Kaya marami tayong mga sekta at kulto eh. 'Di ba? Dahil marami pa rin ang naniniwala doon sa isang leader na sasagipin sila. 'Di ba?
Messianic figure.
The mythology of a leader. Ngayon, yung iba sumusobra, no? Pero hindi yan inconsistent sa isang modern political leader na gagamitin ang mythology in a modern way, in a reformist way. Na pwede mong gamitin ang populism in a progressive way, no? Hindi naman yan hindi naman yan dogma eh. These are representations, no? Hindi naman siya dogmatic eh. Ang nagiging dogmatic yung mga followers, no, nito. Pero ang ibig ko sabihin, pwede itong gamitin as part of political strategy, as part of political organizing, no? Katulad dati, ginagamit ko si Noel Cabangon para makabutas ako sa organizing. Dahil ang gusto ng tao, may kumakanta. Pag yung mga tao nagagather sa isang Noel Cabangon habang kumakanta siya, kakausapin ko na isa-isa. Anong pangalan mo? Anong contact number mo? No? Et cetera, et cetera. Pagkatapos kumanta ni Noel, meron na akong core ng contacts ng network. No, so ibig sabihin that's using culture sa
Life world.
organizing,
Life
no?
world.
Ngayon, pwede mong gamitin 'yan eh in a different way, no? Sa panahon ng social media, mas sweeping eh. Mas sweeping ngayon eh, no? Lalo na kung nakuha mo yung emotional, no? Yung emotional ah tawag diyan, hindi ko sasabihin vulnerabilities eh. Yung magkaroon ka ng
Sensibilities. Sensibilities.
sensibilities ng tao, then you're halfway there. You're halfway there. Dahil yung cognitive kasi, madaling makalimutan ng tao or madaling patayin yung channel, madaling ilipat. Pero yung emotional, kung masusustain mo, mas hindi nila makakalimutan yon. At hindi ka nila makakalimutan as a leader.
Correct. I mean,
It will be the battle para sa
right.
2028. No? Postmodern, disruptor, emotional, di ba? Pero at the same time, ay very concrete ang pwede mong sabihin sa mga tao. Hindi dapat abstract.
Thank you so much for that, Sir Ronald. No, I mean, the closing on this, I mean, the closing remarks. So, as we speak, our closest political cousins are going through their own right-wing counter wave, no, in Latin America, no. So, Bukele apparently now is the most popular political figure in Latin America, including in Chile, which just elected a far-right guy whose father was, I think, Nazi member, whatever. Like, it's going crazy. So there's a reverse.
Kaya kasi nakaka-weaponize nitong mga
Exactly.
tools nito
Exactly. And
rather than the left.
and the analysis of yung mga progressive thinkers in Latin America is that it's because the left did not provide a counter narrative on illegal drugs and immigration issues. So kinain sila ng buhay ng mga fear-mongering, right-wing, neo-Nazi, whatever you want to call them, whatever. Or just performative social media savvy people like Bukele, right? Do you think, Sir Ronald, we are also in similar point of vulnerability? Kasi yung pa rin ng strength ng Duterte, yung image na kami, matapang kami, eto mga Ronald, mga Richard, mga ano yan, di ba? I mean, one reason I can see them always resorting to homophobic attacks is, in a way, they're kind of questioning our toughness. I mean, they're not tough enough. They're not gonna be tough on drugs. They're not gonna be tough. Softy sila, parang snowflake sila. Except, hindi nagwo-work sa atin sa Ronald kasi we out-kapalmoks mga yan. But generally, that's the line of attack against liberals and progressives, right? That they're softies.
Again, yes and no. Dahil at the very least, meron silang solid na 30% pa rin. Di ba? Pero, we're not doing too bad. Halimbawa, dati ilan na nakikinig sa atin? 6, 7, 8, 9? Nakikinig sa atin? Ngayon, no?
10.
Ang dami
10,000.
diba? Ang dami nakikinig sa atin, no? So, ibig sabihin, we're not doing too bad compared to saan tayo nang galing, no? Because kinakausap natin sila on their level, no? Pag pinag-uusapan natin si Gramsci, we're talking about a particular section ng ating constituency. But most of the time, we talk to ordinary people. We tell jokes where ordinary people can relate, and then we relate the jokes to politics. Or the jokes come from political representations. No? So, natututo naman tayo. Perhaps not enough, pero we're going there.
Yeah, it's the stepping. So thank you so much, sir, for a fantastic year. Grabe, no? All corners of the world ano tayo together. Nagkalagnat tuloy ako. Ang lamig pala nung last time nung nandun ako sa labas na nanginginig ako making chismis with you about Ma'am Dani and all of that. Thank you so much, Sir Ronan. Mabuhay ka. God willing, early January na lang after New Year. Catch up tayo with the rest of the gang.
Yeah.
Pahinga ka muna, Sir Ronald. You get some rest. I mean, hindi na tayo 20s. Or ano. I know you are a student.
Alam ko 28 ako
You're 28 where it counts, Sir Ronald, but still. But, ayan na, cancel na naman tayo. But still, Sir Ronald, magpahinga ka please. Ikaw, si Cardinal, like, all the hard work. Magpahinga tayo ng konti. Mag one day break ako from podcasting bukas siguro or something like that. Thank you so much, Sir Ronald. Mabuhay ka. Paras tayo nag-rain, magano tayo, ginagaya rin kita, Sir Ronald. Para nag-reverse tayo. Ikaw white, black, ako white. This is weird. This is weird.
Nakita mo yung sweater ko?
Gwapo nga eh.
Christmas wish?
Gwapo talaga, Sir. Sir Ronald, mukha kang NBI director.
Owning the factors of production?
Mukha kang NBI director, Sir Ronald.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Talk to you soon. God bless po. Salamat po. God bless.